Hello guys, Mr. Druidef here. We're back once again with some more subscriber requests. We have another request for 18 to be used to see if they can become Elite Four champion. Today we have Jessica's team. Let's get this underway. Okay, and this is their team. Let's see if they have what it takes to become Elite Four champion. I've observed your battle techniques. I'm ready for you. Let's see how this goes. Roy.
Whoa! Following the Challengers' victories over the gym leaders, the Elite Four have barred the way. The leadoff battler is Will, the psychic Pokemon user.
Okay, and Jessica leads off with Bambi. Will Bambi be able to put up a good front here against Will's team? Out comes Flareon from Will. How well will this go? This could be anybody's game. But no, Flareon is gonna switch out. Will not wanting to stay in and take in the Earthquake as they switch into the Xatu. Here comes Earthquake. But unfortunately that will not connect as Xatu is part flying type. In that case, it'll have to be a switch up instead. As it goes for return, this should do a solid amount of damage to Xatu there. That is a solid chunk. Xatu does not appreciate that as it loses half of itself and responds back with a Psychic, but Bambi is able to eat it relatively well. Out comes another return, and that is Xatu down.
Going down. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon.
Okay, and out comes Flareon.
It's a fierce battle.
Will Flareon be able to withstand Bambi's Earthquake here?
There's the shot.
It's a solid blast. Is it enough? No, Flareon's able to hang on. It goes for the Fire Blast. And that does a massive chunk to Bambi, but Bambi is able to hold on. And they are going to unleash another Earthquake, but then the quick claw props from Flareon preventing it as they go for the Body Slam and finish Bambi off. How unfortunate.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon.
Who will the next Pokemon be? It is going to be Matt, the Ampharos.
The heated action continues.
Flareon outspeeds and goes for the Body Slam.
What's next?
And gets the power. That is unfortunate. But a Miracle Berry on the Ampharos is able to get rid of that as it goes for a Thunderbolt. And down goes the Flareon. Don't forget to let me know if you have any teams you would like to have seen to see if they can become Elite Four champions. So let me know in the comments down below on this video. If we get enough of them, I will unleash a tournament between people's suggested teams. They must be Gen 1 or Gen 2 equivalent if they are to work here. So either your Gen 1 team or your OG Gen 2 team from back in the day, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can get them in a video. That is unfortunate as Chansey is not going to be able to connect there. Ampharos does not go for an attack.
This Pokemon is switching out.
That comes out the Heracross Hercules. And funnily enough, Jessica's also shares the same nickname as my own.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? They prepare
Chansey is
for
not going to appreciate this as the Hidden Power Fighting comes out.
hidden power.
Boom! Chansey is not going to appreciate it. And it's a one shot and Chansey goes down.
The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
That is Will defeated. With that, Jessica's team is able to go on to the next trainer. I'm impressed. I have no regrets about this. Go on ahead. Okay, next up is Koga. Can Jessica's team withstand Koga and his antics? Ah, so it is you who defeated Will. Interesting.
The next opponent is Koga. The challenger must avoid being mesmerized by this skillful ninja.
Okay, Jessica leads off with Espeon. Out comes Venomoth, Will's ace, who he always leads off with, regardless of what team you bring. But this is a very bad matchup, as it's going to allow Xavier to get off a powerful Psychic Blast, using the power of the mind, to bring Venomoth down in a single hit. Ah, you've done well.
Will this turn into a one-sided battle? Oh, it's
Okay,
Lantern.
and next comes out Lantern. Very interesting.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 2.
It manages to get a quick claw proc and it goes for a Toxic. Will it connect? It does. It puts Xavier on a timer. That is unfortunate. Well, Xavier's gonna go for a Psychic Blast here. It does a solid chunk to the Lantern, but it might not be a 2-hit KO, which is very unfortunate.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Another quick claw proc as it goes for a Confuse Ray this time.
It's become confused.
Xavier is now suffering the effects of Confusion plus Poison, but Xavier is able to break free. The power of the mind lands a critical hit, and that's going to bring the Lantern down.
Knockout.
How unfortunate for Koga, as they are down to their last Pokemon, as Espeon has so far taken out 2 of the 3 Mons that Koga has at his disposal.
It's down to the last
This comes
Pokemon
out
now.
Magmar.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
However, with the Confusion and the Poison, Espeon is going to return to its Pokeball, as out comes TikTok, the Feraligatr. What will Magmar be able to do up against this fearsome Water-type Pokemon?
It increased its evasiveness.
Goes for a double team, that's quite unfortunate. That's going to make it harder to hit. As TikTok now goes for a Surf, will it connect or will the double team be too much? It connects, it's Magmar going to go down, it manages to hold on as it goes for a Toxic. But it misses. How unfortunate. Now Koga only has 1 double team up, which isn't too bad. So this second Surf has a good chance of connecting. As it does, it takes Magmar down.
The last Pokemon goes down.
This cannot be.
And there goes the
Fortunately, it
battle.
can, as Jessica is able to claim her second victory. It stands to reason that you defeated Will. Okay. So, Koga is dealt with, and next up is Bruno, the rugged opponent.
It would disturb me for you to underestimate my fighting Pokemon. Get ready!
Now then, how's this battle gonna go, I wonder?
The third opponent is Bruno. How will the challenger bear up against the punishment from his fighting Pokemon?
Jessica leads off with Xavier, Psychic type, which will be strong against Bruno's team. As they lead off with the Machamp. Bruno's ace is on the field. Will he be able to withstand an assault from Espeon as it goes for a Psychic? No quick claw prop for Bruno.
Perfectly.
As that is going to be a solid blast, but Machamp seems hold on. Special defense drop though, however. It goes for an Earthquake.
What will the trainer do now? Hit.
That's going to do a
was good.
solid amount of damage, but not enough to take down Espeon, as it looks to be a free hit KO. It gets a quick call, Brock, and goes for the fissure. This could be devastating,
Oh, that's
but it misses, and that's going to mean that Bruno's Machamp is going to go down. As Psychic blasts into Oblivion.
going down.
Jessica's leading 3 versus 2.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, Bruno.
Will bring out
Oh
the new Pokemon.
yes!
Oh, it's Granbull.
Next comes out Gramble. Very interesting. Espeon goes for the Reflect. And that will cut down physical attacks down in power. As they go for a Shadow Ball, but Ghost is physical in this generation, but it gets a critical hit, ignoring the Reflect. How unfortunate, as down goes the Espeon.
Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Heracross.
Next we have Heracross on the field.
Two
A fighting
Pokemon
type
remain
versus
on
a normal
each
type.
side.
This could be quite devastating for Bruno as it goes for it in the power fighting.
Hit power. Bullseye.
Gramble is not going to appreciate that as it does a solid amount of damage. And Gramble goes for the Sludge Bomb here,
A light hit.
which does barely any damage at all to Heracross. How unfortunate.
Unfolding.
But that Heracross is going to pick up a KO here, as Gramble is definitely going to go down to a second in the power fighting. There's no way he can withstand the blow.
Oh no!
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Primeape.
The next Pokemon is
The last
Primeape.
Pokemon now.
Who will be the superior fighting type Pokemon here, I wonder? As it is a fighting type matchup.
How's that?
How comes in power fighting?
Hit.
Primate's not going to appreciate that as it does a solid amount of damage. Over half its HP, but Primate goes for the counter.
Awesome counter.
Is it going to be enough? It is, as Heracross goes down. How unfortunate. This makes it a 1 versus 1 battle here. As Primate goes face to face with TikTok, the Feraligatr.
Oh, it's Feraligatr. This is the last Pokemon. It's just one-on-one now. This match has come down to the wire.
Primate does outspeed, however, it goes for the Rock Slide. It could get a flinch here, but it does basically no damage as Feraligatr ESAT without really any difficulty at all. As it goes for a Surf, and it's a critical hit, bringing down the Primate.
There are no more remaining Pokemon.
Oh no!
Cried Bruno as Jessica has vanquished her third opponent and now moves on to Karen, the 4th member of the Elite Four. So far, so good.
Why? This just can't be happening.
Unfortunately, it can, Bruno. As next up is Karen, like I said. You've assembled a charming team. I bet it should be a good one. It should be an interesting match.
And now the challenger faces Karen, the last of the Elite Four. Will the challenger be able to thwart her Dark-type Pokemon and taste sweet victory?
Out comes Bambi for Jessica. As Karen leads off with Slowbro. Very interesting choice of Pokemon. But unfortunately, a Toxic is coming. Will it connect? It does. Slowbro will definitely not appreciate that. As Slowbro goes for the Swagger.
That swagger. Oh, its confusion made it tougher.
There is an offset here. As the attack is now boosted for Bambi here, which means it's going to hit harder. As long as it's under itself in confusion, it could be devastating, but no, it hits itself in confusion. That is unfortunate. It's going to take a solid amount of damage. And Slowbro now goes for the Thunder Wave, crippling it even more. Unfortunately, that is going to put Bambi in a very tight spot.
Both battlers still look fresh and ready for more.
Slowbro now outspeeds because of the paralysis and goes for a surf.
Great hit.
Bambi is not going to appreciate that for sure. But Poison is going to start ticking on that Slowbro. But no, it's another hit itself in confusion as Bambi almost takes itself down. That's going to solidify the fate of Bambi here. As Slowbro is going to pick up the KO, allowing Karen to take the lead in a 3 versus 2 battle. How unfortunate.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's Tyranitar.
Out comes the Tyranitar Lexaeus.
The white-hot battle continues.
Lexaeus goes for a crunch here.
Run.
And it's a super effective hit, but Slowbro's able to hold on. It goes for a swagger,
There's the attack. Oh, that's
but it misses. That's going to allow Slowbro to go down to the poison, making it a 2 versus 2 battle. And Lexaeus is at full health still.
What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Umbreon.
Next comes out the Umbreon. Very interesting.
Two Pokemon remain
The two
on
dark
each side.
side, the dark type Pokemon are on the field here. As out comes the Sandstorm from Tyranitar, which Umbreon will definitely not appreciate. As it goes for a swagger, boosting its attack. That could be quite devastating, as we know Tyranitar has a huge attack stat, as that Sandstorm's going to start whittling down the Umbreon here. Lexaeus goes for the rock slide with the +2 attack. Will it connect?
That inflicted
It does, doing a solid amount of damage to Umbreon. It's definitely not going to appreciate that. As Umbreon now goes for the screech attack, hoping to get Lexaeus to hit itself in confusion and deal much more damage to itself with its lower defense stat.
Sandstorm rips and tears. One Pokemon
However,
is still capable of going up.
there is going to be a switch here. Umbreon is on a timer thanks to that Sandstorm, and it's going to go down either way. But out comes the Heracross Hercules. With its bug typing, it should be able to make fast work of this Umbreon,
What now?
as it is both fighting and bug.
Going. Sandstorm hurts.
Sandstorm will, however, hit Hercules as well.
How will this Pokemon switch to
But
back the
Hercules
ball
will
of
definitely
battle?
outspeed the Umbreon here and bring it down for it can get off another swagger.
That's it. Oh, and down it goes.
That makes it a 2 versus 1 fight as Karen is down to her last Pokemon. Who will it be?
Come on. Oh, it's Persian. This
It
the
is
last
Persian. How unfortunate is that? It's a horrible matchup for Persian here.
Pokemon. Sandstorm hurts.
As Heracross is a fighting type. This normal typing will not be able to stand up to a solid blow. But Persian does go for the swagger.
What's this?
It could be devastating if Heracross doesn't see itself in confusion here. As it does! How unfortunate, as that's going to be a solid amount of damage.
Sandstorm finally
However,
quits.
the Sandstorm does
Since
end
the raging
there.
Sandstorm has died down, the visibility has improved
Persian goes for the
down on
headbutt, hoping for the flinch fusion. There's solid strategy if it manages to pull off.
Aha! It's confused.
But he breaks out of confusion, doesn't get flinched, goes for the impact fighting, and it's a critical hit, bringing Persian down. That is unfortunate for Karen, as Persian has no way of signing up to a critical blow from Hercules.
Goes the battle.
That Jessica's team has managed to take down 4 of the Elite Four. No, I can't win. How did you become so strong? However, it's not over yet, folks, as there is still one trainer left. The champion, Looks like even Elite Four couldn't stop you. I'm your last opponent at Johto Castle. The last challenger is Lance. Further, you will be able to get as far as get this started. It should be a very interesting matchup indeed.
Finally, this is absolutely it. The last battle. The opponent is Lance. The curtains have risen for this fateful encounter.
Jessica leads off with TikTok here. Lance leads off with the Tyranitar. How interesting.
They're ready to go. Oh, when
However, there is
Pokemon
going to be a switch here.
Oh, it's Heracross.
As out comes the Heracross. Its fighting type matchup should be strong against Tyranitar's Dark and Rock type. That is going to be very unfortunate for Lance. Does get a special defense drop, however.
Pokemon Switch have on the battle. The Pokemon
As Lance is going to switch out. He goes right into his ace, the Dragonite. And the power fighting won't do too much damage to a Dragonite with its flying typing.
Not very effective.
As Dragonite is able to eat that without too much difficulty.
The flow of battle.
However, Hercules is going to be recalled back to his Pokeball. As TikTok, the Feraligatr emerges back onto the field. Lance goes for a Hyper Beam here. It does a good chunk of damage, but it's not enough. As now Lance is forced to recharge. It's going to allow a free Ice Beam from the Feraligatr here, which is 4 times super effective.
Perfectly. Ah,
Dragonite manages to hold on, but it must recharge. And that's going to allow
battle continues.
a KL to be picked up here, as Feraligatr goes for yet another Ice Beam.
A blast of Ice Beam. Right, that's a hit. Oh, it collapsed. So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Kangaskhan.
Out comes the Kangaskhan. Very interesting.
It's a fierce battle.
Kangaskhan goes for the Hyper Beam here.
Vicious attack. Great
It does a solid amount of damage, but Feraligatr is able to hold on as it goes for the Dynamic Punch, but unfortunately it's going to be a miss.
One Pokemon is still capable of going on, but the other one looks tired. The commands are made. Ah, it can't.
Kangaskhan is forced to recharge after the Hyper Beam, which is going to allow another Ice Beam
What's this?
to be unleashed. It could get a freeze, but unfortunately it does not.
There's a big
How unfortunate is Kangaskhan is still plenty healthy, with much more to offer in this battle.
Hang on.
Goes for an Earthquake here,
Yes,
and that's going to finish off the Feraligatr. How unfortunate.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. The Pokeball opens
However,
to reveal
out comes the
Pokemon.
Heracross, which is a bad matchup for the Kangaskhan here.
Look fresh and ready for more.
As it's able to outspeed, it goes for the hidden power.
A powerful blow.
That's going to be a solid amount of damage, but Kangaskhan's able to hold on. It goes for a Hyper Beam.
There's the attack.
That is a solid amount of damage to the Heracross here. Heracross is able to hold on. It's going to finish it off here with another hidden power fighting. Who is Lance's final Pokemon as it lands a critical hit? Then Kangaskhan is definitely not going to appreciate that.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out. The Pokemon.
The last
emerging
Pokemon
from
is
the Pokeball.
Tyranitar.
This is the last
But
Pokemon.
Tyranitar is pretty heavily damaged already. But it's able to outspeed thanks to Quick Claw as it goes for a Hyper Beam.
Great hit.
Down goes the Heracross. How unfortunate. This makes it a 1 versus 1 battle.
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Stantler.
As out
It's
comes
down
the
to last
Stantler.
Pokemon now. It's just one-on-one now. This match has come down to the wire.
Thunder goes for a Toxic.
Nasty Toxic.
And it's able to connect, putting Tyranitar on a timer. However, Tyranitar must recharge now, which is going to allow the poison to start ticking away. That could make the difference whether they can succeed in this battle, as Bambi is all that's standing between Lance, knocking her out. It goes for an Earthquake, which does a solid amount of damage. The Tyranitar goes for another Hyper Beam. But Stantler is able to eat it as poison's going to tick away.
They're both hanging tough.
This is a very close battle here, folks. Tyranitar gets a Quick Claw proc, but that's going to allow the poison to weaken it down even further as Bambi goes for the Earthquake.
Finishing blow.
And it's able to bring down the Tyranitar, allowing Jessica to succeed and achieve victory here against Lance. And yes, Jessica's team does have what it takes to become Elite Four champions. I never expected another trainer to beat me. I'm surprised. And with that said, they have become champion, but it's not over yet. You know what we do? We do a bit of a exhibition match between champions. Now, last time, Frankie's team took on Arzone's team. However, I feel like it's only fitting for Jessica's team to take on Frankie's team. Who will win, brother or sister? Who do you think's gonna win? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get this started. Okay, I spun the wheel and it seems I'm taking control of Frankie's team for this one. Can he defeat his sister Jessica? Or will Jessica be able to come out on top? This should be very interesting.
This free battle is about to get underway.
So brother and sister face off as both were able to become champions. But who will be the better champion here today? Out comes the Umbreon for Frankie. As Jessica leads off with... Ooh, it's the Tyranitar.
They go into battle pose.
Tyranitar is going to switch here.
Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Heracross.
As out comes the Heracross. However, Confuse Ray is going to hit. And that's going to be unfortunate for the Heracross here.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? Okay. The
However,
trainer
seeing that it's a bad
Pokemon.
matchup, Frankie recalls his Umbreon.
Oh, it's
As out
Typhlosion.
comes Typhlosion. As both seek to gain a tight matchup advantage against the other, Heracross hits itself in confusion.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
However, Heracross is going to switch once again.
Pokeball.
As Jessica sends out the Tyranitar once again. Out comes the Flamethrower here, which shouldn't do too much damage to the Tyranitar due to the tight matchup. As leftovers is going to be munched on. It's going to allow it to stay nice and healthy.
Both get ready to go. Here comes the Pokemon switch.
However, there's going to be another switch once again.
Oh,
As this time out comes the Poliwrath. However, Tyranitar goes for the Earthquake here.
A light attack.
Does a decent amount of damage to the Poliwrath. Aqua Maria. Turns out they got the nickname wrong and I have adjusted it and fixed it.
Combatants face each other.
Aqua Maria goes for the inner power fighting. It's 4 times super effective.
It's not very effective.
Actually, wait, what?
Sandstorm has
Huh?
started glowing.
I'm completely confused. I should be in the power fighting.
A hot battle
My
is
bad.
unfolding.
Made a mistake apparently. I'll have to fix that in the future. However, Waterfall is going to come out now. It does a solid chunk to the Tyranitar as it goes for another Earthquake.
What'll it do? That did little damage.
There's a good chunk. But Aqua Maria is able to hold on. The Sandstorm connects.
It's a fierce battle.
Another Waterfall coming out here.
What now? Drilled a weakness.
But Tyranitar is able to hold on as it goes for an Earthquake.
Hang on, earthquake. Yes, it's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left. The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. The next Pokemon is ready. Oh,
Next out comes the Electabuzz. Sandstorm is going to, however, do a decent chunk of damage. There's some leftovers recovery is going to happen for the Tyranitar there. However, Tyranitar is really banned up. Will Thunderbolt be able to take it out from here? It does as Tyranitar goes down.
Going down. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. The Pokemon appears
Next
with a
comes out
cry.
the Heracross. Both Pokemon will be buffeted by the Sandstorm, however.
Pokemon of different types are squaring off in battle.
As out comes the Thunderbolt from the Electabuzz. It does a solid chunk of damage, but Heracross is able to hold on as it retaliates with an Earthquake.
There's the attack. That struck home. It managed to hang in there.
Oh, it manages to hold up with 1 HP as the Sandstorm subsides. How unfortunate for Jessica, as Electabuzz is going to be able to get off some extra damage, but no! Jessica calls back her Heracross
Oh, it's
and
Espeon.
switches into the Espeon.
Now's the time to
Interesting. Out comes the Thunderbolt. And it gets a paralysis. How devastating is that? It's very unfortunate for the Espeon here. That's going to allow Electabuzz to go for yet another Thunderbolt. And it gets a critical hit, bringing the Espeon down. Xavier falls, unable to stay on its feet, as that makes this a 5 versus 4 battle.
Oh, it's Ampharos.
However, out comes Ampharos next.
What an opportunity! A hot battle is unfolding. They prepare for battle. This Pokemon.
However,
is switching
Electabuzz
out.
is going to return to its Pokeball.
This Pokemon
As out
is
comes
back
the
for another
Umbreon. It goes for a Fire Punch.
The hit glanced
And it
right
does a
off.
decent chunk, but nowhere near enough. That's going to take a long time to bring this Pokemon down,
affect the flow of battle.
as they choose to recall them back to their Pokeball. Most likely to switch back into the Heracross here.
The Pokemon appears with a cry.
Well, the Confuse Ray is going to be unleashed, which Heracross will definitely not appreciate.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
However, Umbreon is going to switch out. As out comes the Typhlosion. Heracross goes for the Mega Horn here. It does a solid amount of damage despite not being very effective. It is a very powerful move. However, Typhlosion goes for the Flamethrower here. And that's going to bring the Heracross down.
Yes, it's going down. There's a distinct difference.
Who will Jessica send out next? And so far, Frankie is in the lead.
Oh, it's
They send out there for Alligator. That is a very unfortunate matchup.
They go into battle pose. The trainer switching Pokemon.
The Typhlosion returns to its Pokeball.
Oh,
And out comes Weezing.
What'll it do?
Alligator goes for a Surf here.
Great hit.
It does a solid chunk of damage, but Weezing is able to hold on to recover some HP with some leftovers.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Alligator is going to outspeed, however, and it goes for the Earthquake here.
Drill the weakness.
Can it hold on? It does. Weezing's able to hold on as it goes for an explosion here.
Massive explosion. What impressive impact.
Will it be enough to bring down Feraligatr? It is, as Feraligatr is gone. One hit KO.
Unbelievable.
But
They
down
both
goes the
go
Weezing
down.
as well, which is very unfortunate for Frankie.
Oh my, this is
But
one
it
wild
is still
situation.
a 2 versus 4 situation.
Okay.
Can Jessica somehow turn this around?
This
Or has
Pokemon
Frankie
is
done too much damage for her team to recover?
The Pokeball
Out
opens
goes
to reveal
Ampharos
a Pokemon.
next.
This has
It
become
should
a
be
clash
very
with
interesting.
different Pokemon types.
The Typhlosion goes for the Earthquake, which it will definitely not appreciate. So that's going to do a solid amount of damage to the Ampharos here. But Ma goes for a Thunderbolt. It does a solid amount of damage, but not enough to bring the Typhlosion down. Typhlosion goes for an Earthquake once again. Will it be enough?
A powerful blow.
It's not, as Ampharos is able to hold on. Ma uses Thunderbolt. Will it be enough?
Great hit.
It is, as Typhlosion goes down.
No strength left. What
Makes it a
Pokemon
3
will
versus
appear
2
next?
battle here. But has the damage already been done?
What will be next? This
Out
Pokemon
comes the
has
Electabuzz, which
covered
is already injured and on low
already
HP.
taken considerable damage. This is worrisome. The commands are made.
However, it's going to go for a Psychic, and at that range, Ampharos has no way of standing up to that blast.
The hit. Oh, it collapsed. Just one
Jessica is
Pokemon
down to her
remains.
last Pokemon now. Who will it be? It is Bambi. We saw it clutch a victory against Lance and take down a Tyranitar. Will it be strong enough to withstand the onslaught of the 3 Pokemon Frankie still has at his disposal? Out comes the Edge Punch. It could get a freeze, but it does not. How unfortunate is Bambi's going to go for the Earthquake, and that's going to bring down the Electabuzz.
Yes, it's going down.
It is now a 2 versus 1 battle.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon.
As out comes Jinx. Permafrost is on the field. Will Permafrost be able to get some solid damage here?
The 10th
Will
battle
Permafrost be able to bring Bambi down, or will Bambi somehow hold on and take it out?
There's the shot.
Now comes a Psychic Blast. It's a stab move.
Some damage.
It does a solid amount of damage to the Stantler as it goes for a return here.
The attack. Hit. That
It
was
does a
good.
solid chunk of damage, but Jinx is able to hold on.
Hanging tough.
As Jinx goes for the Ice Beam.
A blast of ice beam.
That will bring Bambi down. and Frankie is able to claim victory over Jessica.
And there goes the battle.
What an interesting battle. There were many switch-ups, many times they were trying to get the type advantage on the other, but eventually Frankie came out on top. It was a pretty close battle with a 2-0 victory. With that said, I'm going to call the episode here. If you want to see one of your teams, your OG Gen 1 or Gen 2 team, let me know what they are in the comments down below. If I get enough participants, enough submitted teams, I will do a championship between everybody's submitted team as well as my own to see who is the greatest champion of them all. Well, that said, if you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Yeah, they call me the Blood Boss, the Mad Boss, the savage with the Gyarados. As I will make you blast off harder than your last loss. Teach you a lesson like you won't bunch of lapdogs. It was fast, huh? You're mad, huh? Want me to slow it down, or would you prefer it fast?